All right, Shalom, that's your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I'm going to jump right into the scriptures. This is Habakkuk 1 and 2. It says, we'll start at verse 1. Habakkuk 1 and 1 says, the burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. So this is the burden. This is the oracle of prophecy which Habakkuk the prophet did see. And what did he see? He saw us in oppression. He saw a heavy hand upon us. You know, he saw us in the condition that we're in right now, man. You know, he saw the Israelites, the so-called Black, Latino, Native American, in the state of oppression, state of violence. You know, and he cried out to the Lord, how long? And that's the question that we ask. You know, we constantly ask. We ask, how long, Lord? You know, if you're not asking that question, then you're not in the right spirit, man. You know, we're supposed to be hastening the day. And we cry out, how long, man? And the prophets cried out, how long? And we're going to get a few scriptures that demonstrate that. But this Habakkuk 1 and 2, it says, oh, Yahweh, how long shall I cry? And thou will not hear. Because it seems like the Lord's not hearing us. Because it continues to linger on. It continues to be more oppressive for our people, man. Our people are becoming more and more in a wicked state. So it can seem like the Lord's not hearing us. But reality is, he's hearing the prophets. He's hearing the men that sigh and cry. Because if he didn't, then that understanding of the word wouldn't be given unto them. That's how he answers prayer. But it may seem like he's not hearing us, but the reality is, we have proof. The proof of that is the men standing out there in the highways and hedges prophesying this word. That's proof that the Lord has heard us, man. That's proof that the Lord has heard our sigh and our cry. That's proof that the Lord is doing something about it, man. And we have further proof with the prophecies being fulfilled. But we're going to still cry how long until that day comes. It says, how long shall I cry and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out to thee of violence and thou wilt not save. That word violence goes into the word oppression, man. Let's get that word violence. Violence, wrong, cruelty, violence by implication, wrong, unjust gain, cruel, oppressor, violence, violent, dealing wrong. And that's what it is, man. You know, we've been dealt a bad hand. We haven't been dealt a good hand, that's for sure. That's historical, man. You can see that throughout all history. So we cry, how long, man? Is this going to last? And we see the day coming, but yet we're still going to cry, how long? Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. And that's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He is the one that's raising up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment does never go forth. For the wicked does compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth, man. You know, so he got the upper hand. You know, and when we sigh and cry out there in the highways and hedges, we're asking the Lord, how long, man? Let's get a few more scriptures. Psalms the 13th chapter. This is the Psalm of David. It says, how long wilt thou forget me, O Yahweh, forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long shall I take counsel of my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Yeah, because that's exactly what our situation is right now. Our enemy is exalted over us. He's in a higher position than us. You know, and we don't like it, man. Now that we know the truth, we accept it because we know that this is part of our punishment. But we don't like it, man. You know, we don't like wickedness being, brought forth upon the earth in such a great way that it is, under the rulership of this devil. It says, consider and hear me, O Yahweh, my God, my power, lighten mine eyes. Get the word lighten. Lest I sleep the sleep of death. You know, and the Lord has done that. He has lightened our life. He has enlightened us to the true understanding of our situation. So there is hope. There's hope because we can understand why we're in the situation that we're in. That's why the majority of Jake out there, they have no hope, man. They have no hope because They can't understand the reason why they're in the situation that they're in, man. All they know is that they're fucked. You know, so we have had the benefit of being enlightened. It says, "Lest I sleep the sleep of death," and that's what it is. You know, our people, they're in the sleep of death. You know, they haven't been given the breath of life of the Spirit, which is the understanding of this word. As my enemies say, I have prevailed against him, and those that trouble me rejoice me when I am moved. But I have trusted in thy mercy, and my heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto the Most High, because he has dealt bountifully with me. And that's how has he dealt bountifully with us? He has given us his understanding, man. But yet we're going to still cry, how long? Because we don't like it here, man. We're vexed. You know, we're vexed. We're as Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. You know, so we're going to continue to cry. That's what we do. That's what we do every time we go out there, highways and hedges. That's what we do when they make these videos. We cry out, how long, oh Lord, man. We want out of here, man. Brothers always say that. We got to get the fuck out of here. That's an understatement, you know. Ain't no brother liking this fucking place, man. You know, they none here. And we constantly talk about that. We'll constantly talk about how this place ain't shit, you know. And when we cry, and in doing so, when we talk about that, we cry, and how long, man. So I'm gonna get Psalm 74 and 10. This is Psalms 74 and 10. And it says, O Yahweh, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? Because we're getting tired of that too, man. We're getting tired of that too. We're getting tired of the name of our power blasphemed upon the earth in the form of lies and deception, in the form of this false Christianity, in the form of these vocab loans and so on and so forth, in the form of these false prophets and false teachers of Israel. We're tired of the blasphemy of the name of the Most High, man. We're tired of all that. You know, it makes brothers mad. The apostles get mad. They get mad when they see these things, man. You can hear the anger in their voice. So we cry, how long for that? O Yahweh, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? Why withdrawest thou thy hand, even thy right hand, pluck it out thy bosom? For Yahweh is my King of all, working salvation in the midst of the earth. So we cry, how long, man? That's the point, man. You know, we're getting tired of this place, you know, and we're crying and sighing, and we're hoping to receive that spiritual mark, man, that exemption from judgment that's spoken about in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. But I'm going to get Revelation 6 and 10, another verse that asks a question, how long? Revelation 6 and 10. It says, and they cried with a loud voice. I'll start at verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High, and for the testimony which they held, men that were martyrs for this truth. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, and they cried with a loud voice, because you got to vision that, man. They cried with a loud voice. It was a passionate cry. A cry of expectation, of crying out for mercy. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Yahweh? With a loud voice. Remember, they said it with a loud voice. How long, O Yahweh, holy and true? Thou shalt not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth. They're crying to the Most High, man, for vengeance. And remember, the scripture says they cry with a loud voice. So you got to envision that emotion, man. They cry with a loud voice, complaining to the Most High. How long? How long, man? Verse 11, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, so their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were shall be fulfilled. You know, so there's gonna be martyrs in this thing, man. And the blood of the saints cry out to the Lord. You know, going back all the way to Abel. The scripture said that his blood cries from the ground. For what? For vengeance. We're crying out for vengeance. We're crying out for mercy. We're crying out for this devil to be taken down. And if you're not crying out for that, then you, like I said, you're in the wrong spirit, man. You know, you gotta be crying out for these things. You gotta be passionate about getting the fuck out of here. You can't allow yourself to get too comfortable here because this place will fucking brainwash you, man. It'll blind you. With that being said, just a real quick lesson. Most High Will and Hope was edifying. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, Kahala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Let's keep on pushing. Shalom.